Mitzi Gaynor, the dazzling star of South Pacific, is finally opening up about the backstage drama that almost never made it to the screen. At 92, she's revealing secrets that have been hidden for decades. From toxic shampoo to dodging tsunamis, the chaos that unfolded on set was just the beginning of a story Hollywood desperately tried to bury. But what's even more shocking, her tale of how Elizabeth Taylor had a complete breakdown, and the shocking reason South Pacific nearly didn't happen at all. Stick around, because what's coming next is jaw-dropping. Born Francesca Marlene de von Gerber in 1931, Mitzi came into the world with a name as grand as her Hungarian heritage. With a father who was a musician and a mother who was a dancer, it's no surprise that Mitzi was drawn to the stage, but she didn't have the easiest of starts. During the Great Depression, her family moved from place to place, first to Elgin, Illinois, then to Detroit, and finally Los Angeles, at the age of 11. That move was a game-changer. LA wasn't just another city, it was the heart of Hollywood. This was where stars were born, and Mitzi was determined to be one of them. But there was a twist. Her real name? Far too complicated for the bright lights of Hollywood. 20th Century Fox knew the star power she had, but felt the name Francesca Marlene de von Gerber was far too long to be memorable. So, they made a suggestion: Mitzi Gaynor. It was snappy, easy to remember, and had a ring to it. This was the beginning of her Hollywood transformation. What she didn't know at the time was how much grit and resilience it would take to become the star she was destined to be. By 13, Mitzi was already performing with the Los Angeles Civic Light Opera Company, and her raw talent didn't go unnoticed. But nothing about this journey was handed to her. At just 16, she lied about her age to get a role in the company, and it paid off. She soon landed parts in Roberta, The Fortune Teller, and Naughty Marietta. These weren't just shows. They were her training ground. Mitzi wasn't just learning how to dance and sing, she was learning how to command attention. And she did just that. But it wasn't always smooth sailing. At 7, she faced a humiliating moment at a recital when she forgot to go to the bathroom before her performance. Halfway through, disaster struck. But Mitzi didn't let that break her spirit. Instead of running off the stage, she wiped away her tears, put on some lipstick, and returned to finish her routine. The audience didn't just cheer for her performance, they cheered for her courage. At a young age, Mitzi learned that how you handle mistakes was far more important than the mistakes themselves. By 17, Mitzi signed a 7-year contract with 20th Century Fox, stepping into the world of Hollywood's golden age. Her first big break came with Golden Girl in 1951. Her portrayal of Elle Crabtree was met with critical acclaim. Audiences were captivated by her energy, and critics praised her for lighting up the screen in a way few others could. But it wasn't just about her looks or charm. Mitzi had a talent that made her unforgettable. Whether she was singing, dancing, or acting, she commanded attention. But it was her role in There's No Business Like Show Business, 1954, that solidified her place as a true star. Playing opposite Marilyn Monroe, Mitzi brought a fresh, warm energy to her performance. Monroe, known for her sultry, enigmatic charm, was a different kind of star, but Mitzi's energy was all her own. It was bright, engaging, and instantly captivating. The movie became a huge success, and Mitzi proved that she could hold her own against Hollywood's biggest names. Then came South Pacific. The role of Nellie Forbush was a dream for many actresses of the time, but it was also the most fiercely contested part in Hollywood. Elizabeth Taylor, Doris Day, and even Marilyn Monroe all wanted it. Taylor had the beauty, but no dancing or singing skill. Day had the voice, but lacked the spontaneity needed for the role. The producers needed someone who could act, sing, and dance, and Mitzi was their answer. While the big names hesitated or outright turned down the role, Mitzi was eager. She didn't just audition once, she auditioned twice, proving she had the dedication and the skills to pull it off. In fact, during her first screen test, she performed Honey Bun and a cockeyed optimist with such charm that it was clear she was the perfect fit. But even after being cast, some doubts remained. Richard Rodgers, the legendary composer, wasn't sure Mitzi's voice was strong enough. But as rehearsals continued, Mitzi proved him wrong, delivering a performance that would become become one of the highlights of the film. Filming South Pacific wasn't easy. Set in the lush Hawaiian island of Kauai, the production quickly turned into a nightmare. The weather was unpredictable, and a tsunami warning in 1957 only added to the chaos. Yet, Mitzi remained committed, determined to give it her all. Unlike many of her contemporaries, she insisted on singing all her own songs. And when the film finally hit theaters in 1958, it became one of the year's biggest hits. Mitzi's performance won her widespread praise, and even Richard Rodgers had to admit, casting her was the right choice. The story of Mitzi Gaynor is nothing short of a Hollywood triumph, yet it's a reminder of how fleeting fame can be in an ever-evolving industry. Born into a world of glamour, Gaynor's rise in the 1950s was meteoric, fueled by her infectious energy and remarkable talent. But what many don't know is that the price of stardom often comes with unexpected sacrifices. Take her experience on the set of South Pacific, for instance. Beyond the tropical beauty of Kauai, there were obstacles that would break lesser spirits. From the devastating tidal wave that wiped out homes to the collapsed bridge, cutting off vital filming locations, nothing was easy. Yet, the filmmakers persisted, creating one of the most iconic films of the era, despite the weather delays, the technical challenges, and the financial strain. Mitzi Gaynor's role as Nellie Forbush in South Pacific was a departure from the big dance numbers she was famous for. Yet, her powerful voice and raw emotion connected with audiences worldwide. One of the most unforgettable moments from the film, "I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair," almost didn't happen due to a shampoo mishap that caused her eyes to burn, and the freezing water wasn't much better. Despite the setbacks, her sheer determination shone through, proving that even in the most uncomfortable of circumstances, a true star finds a way to dazzle. That scene became an indelible part of musical film history, cementing her status in the public eye. However, her journey didn't stop there. Despite South Pacific becoming a massive success, earning over $36 million and gaining a Golden Globe nomination, Mitzi's Hollywood career stalled. But Gaynor wasn't one to be discouraged. Instead of clinging to fading film roles, she reinvented herself. Television in the 1960s was booming, and she seized the opportunity. Headlining The Ed Sullivan Show in 1964, right alongside the Beatles, no less, she showed the world she could hold her own, regardless of the competition. As the years went on, her ability to adapt to changing times became her superpower. She made history by becoming the first woman to win the Las Vegas Governor's Trophy, taking her place as one of the highest-paid entertainers of her time. But even with her dazzling career in television and Las Vegas, Gaynor's story is also one of love and devotion. She married Jack Bean in 1954, and while many in Hollywood chased fame and fortune, their relationship was rooted in something rare: quiet stability. Jack recognized the brilliance in her long before Hollywood did, helping to guide her away from the studio system and into a career that was uniquely her own. For over 5 decades, their partnership thrived, away from the red carpet's glaring lights. Their shared life, a rare blend of professional success and personal happiness, offers a glimpse into how Hollywood's brightest stars can find lasting love, free from the pressures of celebrity. Her legacy is not just tied to her achievements, but to her resilience in the face of change. Gaynor defied the odds, staying relevant and influential in an industry that often discards those who don't fit the mold. The industry shifted, but Mitzi didn't fade. She reinvented herself over and over again. Even as the 2009 anniversary of South Pacific brought back emotional memories of the film's troubled production on Kauai, Gaynor walked the island with gratitude, forever intertwined with the place that helped shape her career. From film to television to live stage, she proved that talent never truly fades. It only evolves. So, from overcoming natural disasters to reinventing herself on stage, Mitzi Gaynor's journey is a testament to resilience and reinvention. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Inside Hollywood stories. Stay tuned for our next deep dive, and remember, true stars never fade, they just shine brighter.